Yes, people, welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. You are watching the very first pod about to be filmed in Canggu, Bali. We have been speaking about this moment for years, and the time has finally come. So this is banging. This is a very surreal moment for us, and it felt very weird not saying we're in Moo Moo's Kensington nightclub.
Yeah. We literally just spoke about this off camera to go. Well, it was on camera and said we're not going to say Moo Moo's for the first time.
Yeah, this is weird.
We're not back in Moo Moo's, we're back in Canggu.
Yeah, we're back in Canggu. Bali's hottest area. Yeah.
This is the Graft Kings villa. As you can see, I don't know if you can see in Mason and Merck's shot, we've got the Graft Kings flag up. We've blessed it with the flag, and when girls come back, they know the deal. They know what they're getting themselves into.
They have to come in and just kind of bow down to it.
Boys, a toast. We spoke about this moment for a very long time, and now we're here.
Well done, boys.
Well done, boys. I'm proud of all of you.
Cheers, boys.
Well, to be fair, boys, we would not be here without any of you.
Yeah.
So this is a big cheers to every single one of our supporters
Cheers,
from day
boys.
one. Anyone that's met us along the journey, whether that's yesterday or from 2 years ago, big love to you.
love
whoever
boys.
you are.
Everyone, man.
And girls. I know we always say
Yeah.
love boys because the majority of our audience is men. But shout out to, I know there's some girls watching as well. We'll tune in every week with DM us. So big love to you girls as well.
Facts. We love you, lot.
For real, yeah.
Big love. A lot's happened. We've been here a week, boys.
That's
That may have been psychologically the quickest week of my life.
Yeah.
That went like a day.
It's been an interesting week, isn't it?
It's just been all over the gaff,
I
isn't it?
thought we'd settle in faster.
Yeah, it took us ages to adjust. And normally we're quite good at traveling. Normally every trip we've gone on, we settled in straight away. And we've done time zones like this before when we went to Thailand. But this took us ages.
What do you reckon it is?
I don't actually know. I can't put my
I
finger
think
on
it's
it.
because we know we are settled here. And in the back of our heads, we can't quite get our head around that just yet, because everywhere else, we're maximum there, say 2 weeks or three, like it was 3 weeks in Thailand. You're like, I haven't got to get settled. I know I'm prepared to be here, there and everywhere.
But Thailand wasn't to live. Thailand, we went for a
that's what I'm
holiday.
saying. That's what you're saying.
Sorry. Okay. And also we was with a lot of people, so we were just completely
Because we know, like, we're living here, we don't know what settling in looks like. We don't know what a routine looks like here, because we're like, do you know what I'm saying?
There's only so much you can prepare to have a routine when you're leaving your country.
Yeah, man.
And moving abroad. So not that any of us have done that. Have any of you done that before?
Me and Yo moved away for about 6 weeks. We went to
But I
Dubai.
mean, as long as we're planning.
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
We didn't leave our jobs behind. So
No, we're still working. Yeah, straight true. Yeah.
You always knew you was coming back.
Not
and,
even
like,
remotely close to it then, no.
And we are living with other people as well, so maybe it's not just us four as well. So that you got to take into consideration other people are trying to settle in.
I think it's the workload. Because normally we go to Thailand, we don't get up and be like, right, we need to do this, we need to do that. We're just like, right, get the camera on, let's film. We go out and piss, we come back, we're chilling all day, we're just filming. Whereas here, we're like, we actually have to do like taxing tasks where like you have to edit a reel, you have to film this, you have to plan this, you have to do that. So it becomes like, because we're so jet lagged as well, it's difficult to kind of manage the time difference and like the time allocation.
I feel like we all have a tendency to kind of be harsh on ourselves in the respect of we always feel like we're not doing enough. So I think the fact that we're out here, the first week we said we're letting our hair down. And when I say down, like we've only been out like twice.
Yeah, we've hardly been out.
I feel like low key we're still holding ourselves accountable because we feel like we've not done a lot this week. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're spot on.
I feel like there's subconsciously you're thinking, am I doing enough? Like, is this enough what I should be doing for the first week? I think we'll find that routine as the weeks go on.
Yeah.
But the first week, because like you're in this new environment and everything we spoke about, plus you're thinking in the back of your head, am I doing enough? You're just holding yourself too accountable, I think, which isn't a bad.
It's not a bad thing, but
No.
you're spot on. Like I've been stressed. The first couple of days I was waking up stressful. I'm not going to lie to the boys back home. I was having nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one thing, and me and Yo was fighting, but I was scrapping.
I had an argument with Joey. I had a dream I was having an argument with Joey. Like there was just loads of different things going on in my head, and I feel like because there's so much pressure on us now, where we have to make this work, and it is working, but like. When you've got goals as big as ours and we're trying to actually like push the boat out to a complete different level, there's so much pressure on us for this to work, and it will work. But because there's so much pressure, I feel like the stress has got the better of us because now we're actually here.
Yeah.
Now we're actually living it. Now we actually have to swim.
The operation has got a lot more expensive.
Hell, I didn't actually think. I knew it was going to be expensive. I just never knew it was going to be this expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the finances are the finances. Like we all sit and see them and speak about it. It's not easy to pull it out of, like pull our finger out every month and do what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, it's
at
not.
the stage we're at.
No, we We are going to have to build a team, a bigger team.
Yeah.
We've got a team now. There's 6 or 7 in the team.
I think we've learned a lot about the brand in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
About what we need to do, the effort levels, what's required, what really needs to be done in order to take it to the next level. Like I think we have learned a lot, and we've had a bit, not an epiphany, but
a wake-up call.
Yeah, we had a bit of a wake-up call yesterday.
We needed
I think
it.
It was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, cool. Like we were saying, to go from A to B, right? So to go from 2 years ago to where we are now was difficult.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work.
You said this when we was walking back here.
Right? It was a lot of work. To go from now, the level that we're at, which is still minor in the game, we're at a nice level, but we've still got a hell of a long way to go. So I'm not taking discredibility away from us, from where we've got to, because it's been hard work to get where we're at. But to go from where we are to the next level of people that we look at and aspire to be is 1,000 times harder than it took us to get to here.
Yeah.
So like we do need help.
We do need a team, yeah. It's one of those things as well. Like I think when someone first starts an operation or a business, like you want to do everything yourself, rightfully so.
Yeah, of course, it's your baby.
You need to know your business inside and out. Like if I had a restaurant, which I did, I need to know the kitchen, I need to know my outgoings, I need to know the front, the back, everything, right? But it comes to a point when you build it up to a certain size or level, you do need to start delegating it. Even Ben Francis, owner of Gymshark, done the same thing. Like he says it. He said when he built his company, he was trying to do everything until he realized there's people out there that could do certain parts of the business better than I could.
Yeah.
And it went from there to there.
That's when he brought that CEO in.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now, but he brought the CEO in and he just literally 10x'd his business.
Yeah.
You have to, though. But then it's if you don't bring the right people in, it
fail.
can completely.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it's even for us. I know how
protective, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I just feel like it's our baby. Like this is very personal to all of us.
For real.
So to bring people on to be a part of the brand in a way, and or to delegate certain things, it's going to be difficult.
It sounds scary, doesn't it?
It does, but the most pourful thing that we've got on our side is we are the brand.
Yeah,
so say someone tries coming in and taking over us. Well, people.
Who's
this? There's the us
Set
first.
Merc on them.
Set Merc on them.
Yeah, long day.
Pillow fighting to death. No, but what I'm trying to say is if we're in a stronger position. Like Ben Francis, for example, if we use that example, that could have gone a different way.
Yeah,
someone could have come in, corrupted the brand, all up for him, robbed him, done dirty on him, whatever. Thank God it didn't happen. But what I'm saying to us is that still can happen to us, but it's a lot harder to do because we are the brand.
Yeah.
Like you can't just swap us out with other people.
Yeah,
people are bought into us. We are the Graft Kings.
Facts.
The Graft Kings brand is us. So we're in a bit of a stronger position. But I don't really want to give up too much percentage.
No, and there's 4 brains here as well. Like how something I might not be able to see, you 3 might be able to go turn and say, well, I don't think that's a good idea. Where some people are in it by themselves, and someone can walk in and completely take over their business.
You couldn't do this operation on your own.
No way.
There's no way.
No way.
But then you look at all the big companies like Nike, Adidas, or like all the big brands. Like there might be like 2 or 3 figureheads, but behind them there's huge
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, 100%. And we learned yesterday from a conversation that we had with somebody what our limitations are.
Yeah.
We did learn as a brand and as individuals where our cap stops, as in to say like, cool, like we are just not as good as that as you are. And so that's where we've come away and gone, cool, we actually do now need to begin.
But we weren't naive to it.
No,
we've had these conversations months ago. We said eventually we are going to have to look at delegation. We have had these conversations months ago. We weren't naive to the fact that this day was eventually going to come. I just didn't know when it was going to come.
Yeah.
I think now is probably the best
time.
to have that reality check.
We probably still could do majority of things ourselves, but then it strips us away from the one thing that we're good at, which is making the content.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like if we do that, then we can just focus on and put all of our energy into what we love doing, which is this. Not that we wouldn't be involved in anything else, but it's like everything that we're talking about. Like it just makes it a lot more.
This is an important lesson for everyone that's starting out a business and stuff. Like you need a team. Don't try and do it on your own, man. You need a team. Maybe start off on your own and be true to yourself with your message and whatever you're trying to push out there. But eventually you are going to need a team. We're all very blessed. We had each other from the very beginning. We had a team from day dot. So we could bounce the ideas off each other, bounce workload off each other, have conversations with each other. But going into it solo is a lot harder than you think. And you're going up against people that have teams.
Yeah.
The biggest creators have teams. So you need to make sure you're structuring yourself with a team because otherwise you are going to get left behind.
Yeah, the lone shit don't work.
And also as well, is one thing I said yesterday to that person that was speaking to is you need people that are invested into your brand, not people that just want to work with you because there's money in it. If someone's invested into the brand, like that goes so much further than just someone thinking, well, they could just make a bit of money with you, because that person will leave you to go somewhere else, given that there's another opportunity. But if I'm so invested into what I'm doing, then I would still rather earn 10 quid here and stick around than go to somewhere else and not enjoy it as much and earn 20. So I feel like you need people that obviously you can trust. That goes for sure, but it's more people that invested into you in the brand.
I agree, 100%. They've got to believe in your mission.
100%.
Like if they don't believe in the mission, they're just chucking money out. Because we had a conversation with investors recently, and they were so invested into us. We done a good deal with them. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's because they were so invested into us. It was just crazy how it's crazy what you boys don't see. I know some of you are fans, but what other business people look at us as is like. It blew my mind away the way they were talking on these Zoom calls, Zoom calls and stuff. And what they're saying to them, like, it's fucking crazy to where we're at right now. Like,
and these people have been watching us for almost 2 years, and completely silent, never said a word.
Never said a word. Yeah.
And all of a sudden they've come out and they're quoting stuff that we've said in. Yo said in a pod, and Merck said in a reel, and Ozzy said on a vlog, and they're like, fuck. Like, you must have watched everything start to finish to know this
I love
stuff.
that though.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I
it's
love
like
that. People think they know you, innit?
Yeah, they do, and it's amazing how invested they are. And, some of these people are serious people, mate.
Big time
people behind the scenes, multi-millionaire businessmen and stuff like that. And to us, that's still shocking. Do you know what I'm saying? But we've also come to that. Not that we didn't earlier on, but we have come to a stronger realization now. Quite how. What's the word I'm looking for? Expandable, I suppose. The brand really is.
And let's make one thing clear, boys. Once again, I always say this. I want to make it very clear to you. We do not for a second think we've made it. Now we're in Bali.
Oh my God.
We might put some banter reels out saying, "Oh, look, we've made it in Bali." We have not made it. Actually, we're actually further back than we was in the UK 6 months ago.
Just from a financial,
from a fucking business perspective, we're further on. But
growth, everything else.
Yeah, everything else is definitely like that. But from financials, we've taken a setback.
Massive.
But you have to take a step back. You need to take those 2 steps backwards to take 5 forwards. We wouldn't be doing this we're not just spending money out of our pocket for just shits and giggles. We're not here for a jolly up. We're here to do bits to our brand, and then obviously tenfolds it.
What was we saying literally 5 minutes ago before we went live?
What?
When you went, what did you say? Just when you was over there setting up the cameras?
I don't know.
You went, it's meant to feel comfortable when you go.
Oh yeah, I see. Because basically we was having a bit of banter. I can't remember how it come about. And I said, financially sweet 6 months ago, and because we all had jobs 6 months ago. But you're meant to feel comfortable when you have a job. You're meant to feel secure. You've got that recurring income coming every single month. You're a wage slave. We was all wage slaves. I'm not hating on it. I'm saying we was all a victim of it. We was it for like 6 years, or no, longer for 6 years. 10 years. 10 years. And what I'm saying is, you're meant to feel comfortable. Right now, we do not feel comfortable at all.
Yeah.
Yes, we're in this lovely villa in Bali, and yes, we're out of our boys drinking and partying, but we are grinding. We are grinding hard every single day, and we are dead.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. I'm not going to try and pretend like we're these boys that made it. We're now, like you see all these fucking guys on TikTok or YouTube, and they're living the high life. We're not living the high life. We're just living life, trying to make this business grow.
Yeah.
We are very uncomfortable right now. We are in very unfamiliar territory. We've never done anything like this before. We're not selling you bullshit courses to try and get rich quick. We are trying to make this a brand that is everlasting. We want this brand to go global, and that's what we're trying to do. And it's the hardest thing we've ever tried doing, I think, in all of our lives. I've never tried anything harder than this in my life, and I fucking love every living second of it because of what the feedback we get from you boys, how we help you, motivate you, inspire you, do this, do that. It's fucking crazy because we're just 4 degenerates going out partying, but we have a good message behind us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not idiots. We're just doing what you boys like doing and enjoy it, and then we're just trying to pass that message in. What you guys say to us is what keeps us going. I'm telling you that right now, because it ain't the fucking money, it ain't the money, ain't the money that's keeping us going. It's the how passionate you lot are about what our message is. So love again, boys. We love every single one of you.
For real.
Big love.
100%, bruv.
But today, boys, today we was actually meant to be in Fins.
Yeah.
If you've tuned into the Bali vlog that I posted 2022, we was meant to be in Fins right now. And we are now here just on our first beer, filming a pod. And the reason why, boys, if you want me to be totally honest, the weather in January in Bali is you have spells of very good sun, but we're in raining season, and it's not always like this because we know people have been here for years, and this is apparently the worst raining season on record.
Going until March apparently as well. I didn't expect it to be as
Don't get me wrong, it's hot.
Red hot.
Red hot, boys. but it just rained. I mean, now it's cleared out.
fine,
It's actually
yeah.
quite a really lovely evening. We've had a couple of days of nice sunshine, but I'd probably say 80% of the time while we've been here, it has just not stopped raining.
Yeah, because we was meant to collab with Fins today. We've actually, mate, if you actually even deep what we're about to say, like we've been given the opportunity to collab with Fins, which is the biggest beach club in the whole of Southeast Asia, and they want us to go there and do a whole day there and party, film, interact with people. Which, if you actually deep that,
It's big.
Considering we was here
2 years
before
ago,
this pod was even a thing.
I know, and now we've been invited to go and do like this. It's f***ing crazy, but. Yeah, so we were invited to go there today, and then we had a conversation with not the owner, but the guy down from the owner today, and he's like, boys, I don't think it's a good day, and we agreed. We actually said beforehand, and I was like, I still want to do it, and Mason was like, boys, we're not going to get good footage, it's going to be shit. Everything's going to be wet. And then the owner that actually texted me saying, boys, I think we should reschedule, which was a bummer I was upset about. I was very upset about, but
like we always say,
maybe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, so.
Just want to reiterate quickly what Yo was saying just now. What I love about us four and what I love about our viewers is that we weren't people that had money before this pod. We don't have money now, right? What I'm saying, let me land, is that the boys and the girls on our viewers are watching us go on this fucking mental journey from deciding to start a podcast, talking in fucking Las Tapas almost 2 years ago, to then now fast forward almost 2 years. Complete strangers. To almost 2 years later, to be sat on the other side of the hemisphere in the villa together, talking to you guys, and you guys have seen us go from filming on iPhones to fucking lights to in Moo-Moo's, big shout out and big love to Moo-Moo's, to all over the world, the things that we've tried to do. We've tried to get Tate, we've tried to go there, we've done Ibiza, we've done Wayne, we've done all these crazy stuff trying to get to where we're at now. And it's like, you guys have watched us and seen us grow, and it's like, I can't lie, looking back 2 years has gone
like that, right?
Yeah.
We've been so busy, mate.
Best 2 years of my life.
You would have never thought from coming to my restaurant that first time that this is where we'd be.
I couldn't even.
Or like this is how the brand would have evolved.
You know what's even madder is before we knew these two, me and you loosely knew each other.
Right.
And obviously when you first come to Bali, you guys put an airport photo up saying going to Bali.
Yeah, I've mentioned that.
And then I think either I sent it to Oz or Oz sent it to me, and we didn't know these guys. And he was like, wouldn't it be cool to have like a friendship group like that? So that's when you first went to Bali. And
Strangers,
and that was, and a year later the pod started, and now we're all in Bali together.
It's just crazy, isn't it? And then we celebrated New Year's Eve together in Fins.
It's
Absolutely
it's
crazy.
crazy.
I'll tell you what, if there
remember
wasn't
that.
something written in the stars, if that ain't it, then I don't know what is,
It can't be
boys.
this much of a
I
coincidence.
just don't know what is,
It
boys.
can't.
I'm sorry.
It can't.
Boys, if you're wondering about how we keep fresh all year round, MuotiClothing.com are the reason why we're able to do it. If you're looking for garments like this and all the other brands that you want and desire, head over to MuotiClothing.com. Graft Kings in the checkout will give you 20% off every order.
Yeah, sorry, boys, we had to cut because Mason was crying.
Do you know what? I won't even cap it. You're right, boys. We didn't cut because of that, but I was getting emotional then when the camera, we had to stop saying them just for...
We had to stop basically because it's got dark,
was going
so we had to change the lighting
I
on the
was just
cameras.
getting a bit emotional.
It's just the moment though, isn't it? Like, because we're so busy, because we've been so busy in the past 2 years, because this has gone in so many crazy directions, and like we've kind of branched out and leaped out to doing the community, and then we started to do the right side and this, that, and the other, like so many different like things that we're trying to do, the vlog. I think you kind of so fast paced that you forget where time goes. Hence why we're saying, couldn't tell you where the past 2 years has gone. We've done so much within that space of time, which I wouldn't change for the world. For the up and the downs, not that there's been a lot of downs, but the fact of the matter is, I think when you take a moment and actually take a breath and look around and go, where the f*** are we? Like, what have we actually done? Like, 4 people that didn't even know each other. And do you know what? To anyone who's out there as well, like, anything and everything is possible.
Yeah.
Everything is possible if you just put your mind to
goosebumps.
it.
Sorry.
Bro, like, I promise you. Like,
I've
me
got
too,
goosebumps.
bro.
Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going, man.
But please tell me, like, we would have never ever thought that 4 strangers would be this close as we are, doing what we do on the other side of the world in the space of 2 years. So, like, I feel like if there is something that people are trying to achieve or do, just don't stop, just keep going, because you never know when you open that door, sorry, like, what's going to come from it. So, like, do you know what? Just cheers to you boys, because like you boys have become my brothers, mate.
Oh, mate, don't
Like,
set me off again.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
telling you now, don't, bro, don't, because my emotions are high, man.
And do you know what? It's like, do you know what's different between us and everyone else? We've not got it quick. Nothing's come quick.
And things come easy.
Nothing's come easy. So
Nothing.
everything we've got to now we've grafted our ass off. And I'm not throwing shade at anyone. I'm genuinely not. But when fame comes quick, comes overnight, you don't really get to take it in and appreciate the journey because you've not really earned anything for it. And I'm not taking that away from anyone. Like, for example, Love Island, right? I'm not throwing shade at anyone because I went on X on the Beach. But some of these guys back in the day went on a show and overnight their life changes, but they didn't really do a lot for it. They went on to a show for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that away from anyone. Fair play. You changed your life forever. But there was no journey. That you went on the show and that was it. It propelled you to a different height. There was no gradual
overnight success.
It's overnight success. And again, I wouldn't say no to overnight success.
not hating on it.
I'm not hating on it. I would take it tomorrow. But I'm just saying, when it's been a graft and when it's been a grind and when you've had a journey along Four Brothers, it's a whole different fucking experience, man.
Different feeling.
Different feeling. We've got so many memories together, so many stories together, so much traveling, the growth together, the ups, the downs. And it hasn't been like Oz just said, it's not been any downs, but like how are we going to afford this? How are we going to pay for this? How are we going to go there? What? I need to sell my car, put my house up for rent, sell my business. Like these conversations had to be had behind closed doors, and like now we're actually living it. It's scary shit, like, but we're doing it because we're passionate.
We have to, and there's no plan B, mate, because there's no going back to our normal lives.
There's no going back, boys.
Can't. But do you know what keeps me going as well? As much as obviously it's people out there that obviously support us, it's when we do have these off-camera conversations and Zoom calls and meetings. Is when they say, "You guys are so relatable," when I just see something in you, boys. And we had that conversation yesterday. This person has seen not a lot of our content, but from the this person's been around us, but then from the amount of stuff or amount of content they've seen, there's something with you boys that I can't put my finger on, but you're gonna go far. Like those types of like words mean a lot to me.
Yeah, same.
And I don't feel like it's either.
No, it's not.
I don't feel like it is. You can tell when someone's gassing or not, but
100%.
That to me means a lot.
Well, most of the time when these people are saying this, they're not in it for financial gain because no one's going to really, I don't think God forbid, no one's going to really pull the wool over our eyes. We're all quite switched on. Do you know
They say they can't though really either. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't have a product that we sell.
Yeah.
We're like, just going back to the Brent Fudge, just because we spoke about Brent Fudge, is like I say, if someone wanted to come in and take over his business and kick him out as CEO and then sell Gymshark as they can do that. Like, that is physically possible to do. You can kick CEOs out of their own businesses and the board then take it over. We can't be replaced.
We can't.
We are the product.
Yeah.
Do you know
the
what I mean?
Graft Kings.
We are it. And like, yes, there's other subsidiary brands that we want to start that are attached to the Graft Kings.
Which we could be with.
Which then we could be over with those. So we have to be very, very careful with stuff like that. But just like the podcast and the brand that we've done now, it's a risk that we have to take.
Have to,
do this.
yeah.
Like,
at some point.
we have to do it. And we're coming very, very close to that mark now of like having to take the risk of letting people in to help us scale other parts of the business.
Quick question. We never had this conversation either outside of this pod, so I'm asking, this is a live question. Do you think what we've done now, quit our jobs, forget financials, right?
Yeah.
Just say we had a bit more money than we've got coming in now, right?
Yeah.
But just say we quit our jobs, sold our cars, whatever, and we've done this in England. Do you reckon this would have worked?
If we had done this in England,
Yeah, like right now.
Not as
Right this second.
Not as quickly. Would be my answer.
Hang on. Hang on.
What I'm trying to say is, like,
that.
where could the growth go now? What would we do
If
different?
we were still in England,
Yeah.
we wouldn't. We'd have a lull in winter, summer will come up, and we'd have a perk. We'd have to smash.
We'd be exactly where we were at the beginning of 2024 when we said we're not doing enough.
Because we can't do enough.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do.
Because it's wet. Well, it's wet here. But everyone's in still good morale.
Yeah.
It's still shit going on here.
Yeah.
Last night was one of the sickest. When we never went to it, which I'm pissed off about. But one of the sickest raves happened last night. I was sitting on Joey's story. Joey, because he's a degenerate, and he went out, and I was looking at his story, and I was like, "That looks unbelievable." Still, stuff is going on here. UK is just the same shit, different week, same old people doing the same old shit. Like, what else could we do in the UK that we haven't done already?
we
done
were having this
everything.
conversation earlier, walking to the shop. I was like, "It's a long rain in here." It was like, "It's better than being at home." I was like,
It's -2.
I was like, "You're right."
Yeah, it is
I was like,
-2.
"You are right." Like, we're still here. We're still doing our thing. It does obviously push you back a little bit because obviously cameras, being outside, wanting to be outside in fizz, and you can't do what you want to do. But at the same
we can
time,
still get cool content.
Yeah.
Like what we was doing earlier on.
Today,
Like,
yeah.
we can still go upstairs on
Yeah.
the veranda and sit
Still
on
walk me, like,
and
shivering upstairs,
and get content. When you were sat at the laptop, we can film them bits and
Yeah,
pieces
yeah,
here.
yeah, of
We can-
course, bro.
Like you can be far more creative outside of your environment.
In
than
the
you
UK,
can
but say we all, back to my question, say we all just got a house together in the UK and we just went, right, we've got a lock in the UK. Do you think we could get a lot done?
Potentially.
Like
still
what?
would have.
Like what? No, but like what? Midweek?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you have to wait for the weekend to come around to go
Yeah.
film anything.
Yeah.
You never know. Like the thing is, like if we lived together in the UK, you never know. Like we would have been in the same environment, maybe less distraction because there's not a lot going on. So we could have done more outreach or something, and you could be involved in it. Like you just never know.
Yeah, but
content-wise, not a lot.
Our game's content.
Content-wise, not a lot.
Our game's
Content growth. No, I don't think we'd nowhere near have done what we can do, what we're going to be able to do here than at home.
So the two most like amazing important things of being out here is we're living together, which means we can brainstorm, we could talk about what we want to do, how we want to do it.
No delay.
And number two is actually putting it into action and doing it.
In real time.
So like in the UK, we would have sat together and spoke about what we want to do, but what could we have possibly done?
Boring as well.
And, you know,
the background's boring.
Yeah, this is more entertaining. Like, look at, for example,
Chatham, mate.
walk down Chatham.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to see a day in the life in Chatham?
I don't know. Chatham's pretty entertaining. You seen some of the snakes down?
No, but it'd be boring. Like, you look at other YouTubers that have potentially moved in together and they've done content. It's all just been pranks and just shit that everyone else has done. Like here, it's a lot cheaper to make entertaining content. And realistically, when you watch, like my favorite YouTubers, Mike Thurston, or you got people like Mashtag, they're always traveling.
Yeah,
and you're watching it because they're traveling. Like people get invested into that shit because it's different. You might aspire to want to do that yourself. Like when you're in England, you're going to lose attention spans very quickly unless you're very entertaining.
That's a good point as well, because that's become a very, very big part of our brand, unbeknownst to us. We are aware of it now, but people look at and watch our channel now quite a lot, aside from the podcast, or even the podcast, to be fair, because we give debriefs about everywhere we go. The guys and girls want to know where to go party. They want to know where to go and eat, how much it costs to stay somewhere, what hotels to stay in, what villas to stay in, what places to stay in, like where the Rattleys are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like guys want the guys. How many DMs do we get about guys? I'm going here. Where should we go? Where should our first lads holiday be? Like where we travel the world, because thankfully all four of us love traveling, and we do the pods and we tell you what places to go to. Plus, then you see the vlogs. I think that's a massive part of our brand.
It's a massive part, and you'll never run out of like
places
content as well.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people come and go, rise up and rise
fall,
down and fall because they don't know what direction their brand is going. So someone who comes out of Love Island, they have like a window period to find their niche and do something that is going to stick around or people are going to be interested in. That's why so many of them just fall off and disappear and either go back to their old lives or do something they hate because they don't know what else to do. So people that do what we are trying to do, when they're, let's just say we was living in the UK, we could push this direction into some other areas where we're not comfortable with, which is not a part of the brand, and it wouldn't have worked anyway. So like we're only able
had to do this.
Yeah, like we're only able to do what we are because we're in these certain environments, right? So we'll just never run out of content.
Question, I'm going to say worldwide as well right now, because I genuinely, and this is an open question as well. It's not an arrogant question. It's like an open question to everyone who watches the pod. What other podcasts on earth travels like we do and sets up and does a podcast in every other country?
There's only one that I know of.
Who?
Nelk.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't do pods all over the world.
Well, they do it in America.
They do vlogs all over the world.
No, they do to like different states and do pods.
Yeah.
But worldwide pods.
I suppose
Who else does it?
Don't know. I haven't seen anyone.
I've never seen anyone.
only people that fly for like if they might see a guest out there, but not consistently.
I don't know anyone, bruv.
Yeah.
I mean,
Consistently.
Mike moved to Dubai,
Yeah.
so now he runs a pod in Dubai.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Mike won't fly somewhere else and set his podcast up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's got his pod set up in his apartment.
Yeah. That's exactly
see
it.
what I'm saying?
We've set up
Exactly
in
it.
beach clubs.
Yeah, we set up on a beach.
We've set up on a beach
in Thailand. So we deck chairs that we asked for from a restaurant.
We may be the first established podcast brand on planet Earth to set up pods everywhere.
And we just make it work.
We should do one on the beach here if we get a clear day.
Yeah.
We can't. Well, we can't keep doing it here, but I mean, we could go.
I've got to talk about this for a second as well. That's just sparked. That's just literally just. I've got to. Let's just talk about the right side for a second. And the fact that we have now got.
Oh my god.
We have like what other like first bearing in mind like Merck's just said and like Yo just said like we've started off as a podcast, right? This is our bread and butter, and this brings me unbelievable joy to sit here with these three boys and just talk and talk about life and give you guys knowledge and entertainment at the same time. Fast forward a little bit, and obviously now we've got our community, right? We always said that we want to have some form of community, right? Sorry guys, there's lots of people in the villa and stuff going on. We didn't know what that looked like. We now have the right side, right? That is our absolute baby. From what transpired, and now we have the right side, right? From a community, never running one before, to now having almost 100 members from people pretty much all over the world. That's no exaggeration when I say that.
Australia,
right?
Germany,
All over the world, right? We now have. Hello, sir. Yeah, do you think?
Do you think, bro?
We now have 8 of these members.
9.
Well, yeah, one's coming out with us, but 8 of them off their own back have gone away and booked a holiday to Bali just to come and be with us.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. If you actually deep that for a second, we've got 9 lads coming out to party with us for 10 days in the beginning of February.
I don't think any of them even been to Bali.
No, none of them.
The one has Ellis
On
has.
the other side of the world.
Ellis,
It's
right,
not
okay.
even like a trip to Spain.
Yeah, it's like it's a 22-hour flight. It's a big old
boy trip.
Yeah, it's a big boy trip.
We've not asked them to. We've not thinking. They just said we want to come out and see you. And so the boys from the community, bearing in mind, none of them know each other. They're all complete strangers. They've only met each other about 4 or 5 times. Have now grouped together and said who wants to go. It was an open invite. 8 of them confirmed. They've now booked and they've got a villa bigger than ours.
It's huge.
Like it's
there is more of them.
mental, mate. What started
It
as
might
a
be bigger
pod-
than our next villa. Trust me on that one.
Better not be.
They'll get so close after that.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be brothers for life.
Yeah, that group of boys.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
crazy.
a group of them start a pod or start doing vlogs.
No,
and
you
shit.
can fuck off.
No, you're not.
You're not allowed.
Put that into the
It's in the
contract.
T's and C's.
Yeah.
It's in the T's and C's. You're on the right side. Can't start your own
I
pod.
mean, that's just one thing, but imagine they start a business together like that.
Yeah,
You never
amazing,
know what it's
yeah.
going to lead to.
We're going to do
Absolutely.
some mad stuff with them as well. We're going to do like it sounds kind of gay, but like loads of what's the bond? Not the bonding.
Like, what
Sounds
what-
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
but-
you mean? Because I
What they say when you're in the
build-
business?
team building.
Team build. That's the word.
team building.
Sorry, I've had a few beers. There's loads of team building activities, whitewater rafting, climbing mountains, doing
Yeah.
loads of fun shit. And obviously getting
Yeah,
some
go on.
Rattleys as well. Rattleys. Let's move on to Rattleys.
Yeah, how's this week been?
Well, you know what, boys? Let's be honest, right? So we've got obviously the first vlog of coming out of moving to Bali, which will be out probably after this. What, bro? What's
What are
that?
you laughing at?
What's that, mate?
I wasn't laughing. I think Oz was laughing at Dan.
You sure it weren't your face?
Laugh at your face.
Oh, I'm leaving him. Something. I'm leaving him. So, right, let me carry on. What I will say to you is, I don't know what to expect from the first vlog because we've looked at the footage, but we haven't edited it, and we need to send it back to the UK to get edited. That's how we're working, by the way, out here. We've got to film this. What we're filming right now has to be put onto a hard drive and shipped by DHL back to the UK. That's how we're operating right now. Anyway, the point of the matter is it's not like the first Bali trip, where it's full on drinking, partying out every single day.
Yeah.
So don't expect that because it's not going to be, because we're here to live and work. We will still be providing the content out, talking to Rattleys. We will still be going out and about, partying, getting. But remember, boys, we're here to work. So it's going to be lifestyle content alongside the content of chatting to Rattleys and getting up. I don't know if we've got the first vlog. I don't know if there's a lot of content of us chatting to birds. Don't get me wrong. We still did our thing, but I don't know if it was captured on camera.
Like Luigi's was successful.
Luigi's
night.
was a sick night,
Yeah.
It was, well, everyone basically.
but the footage ain't great.
Mate, half of the time we're intoxicated anyway, so you don't know what's on there. So you actually stick the hard
Yeah,
drive into
yeah.
the laptop
Yeah,
and
that's
take a
very
look.
true.
So I'm trying to manage expectations of the boys. I don't want you to watch it and think this is going to be the second Bali vlog because it's not going to be. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick content.
One of them will be.
Yeah.
One of the vlogs that we get out of this this trip and move while we're here will be on par with that.
Yeah.
But the first one's coming out. Don't expect that.
Don't
level
expect
yet.
that. It will still be sick. It'll be great
yeah,
content, very insightful. It would be enjoyable to watch, but it won't be nothing like the Bali vlog. It can't be because we've not done anything. We've not done like anything.
Not done enough.
We've not done, and not because we don't want to. We're working. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've had to settle in. So don't expect too much from the first vlog. It's still going to be a banger. But
That's a point as well. Like going back even to what we were saying earlier. Every other trip we've been on, we're there for only 2 to 3 weeks.
so we're smashing.
So
it.
we're not worried about having calls with people and having
Yeah,
meetings
calls.
and thinking about the right side. And could we just tell everyone we're having a couple of weeks off and we'll sort that out when we get
Yeah,
back?
so true.
Last trip we went
Do you
on
know
was
what I'm saying?
where? Where did we go to? Was the last trip?
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
We had the right side when we went to Ibiza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, because as we've gone on more of these holidays, the responsibilities have got higher and higher.
We've grown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And so it was a lot easier back then to go on a holiday and do what we did, which was
Switch off.
take our camera, go out and do a madness. The weather's nice as well, so didn't really have to think about it. Now there's so many different things that you need
Variables.
to think about
Yeah.
that you need to deliver on before actually being able to proceed.
Sending
So,
emails,
just-
having meetings. Like we've had 3 or 4 meetings with different people while we've been out here, 2 back to back, 1 last night. It's like
Also-
we're running the business while we're here.
We all had income.
Yeah.
yeah.
None of us have income anymore. Like, so we always had safety nets. Oh yeah, go back to my job. Oh, I've got that coming at the end of the month. Yeah. We don't have that anymore, boys.
We're still trying to push our coaching, counselling.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm saying, but even that's a part of
that is self-generated income.
Yeah, even then, it's right. Yeah, because even then on them holidays, I didn't have to think about that.
No,
I'm getting paid to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going back to X amount of money when I get home. Like, I had a lot of money all of us had a lot of money coming in, so it didn't matter. So, all right, I've spent X amount on this trip. I'm going to make that back when I'm in 2 weeks when I'm home.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist now.
Boys, don't forget, I know I'm going back to what I said previously. None of us had dead-end jobs. We all was earning good money. Like, we could have easily just stuck at these careers, earned a good wage, and lived a normal lifestyle. We've sacrificed it all at a very late age, the late 20s. We've decided to do this now. Like, we didn't do it when we was earning 20 G's a year, back when we was in our, like, 21, 22, whatever it was. We done this in our late 20s, early 30s, and sacrificed good money to make sure our passion is our main priority. So, like, we put everything on the line for this. So, we're like, I don't think for a second we're not passionate about this. This is everything to us.
I'll put it into perspective. If I hadn't have taken on the business that I was meant to take on, I would have, in 10 years, 100% been more than a millionaire. And I thought this was a better option.
That's crazy.
Guaranteed.
I think less than 10 years you'd have been a millionaire.
Guaranteed would have been a millionaire. Guaranteed. And I was like, this is a better option.
That's a crazy
because it's more you.
No, it's more fulfilling.
So
this made me
happy.
happy.
He chose.
It's mad because I look at what other people do, and I'm not on other people's businesses, and I'm not what people have achieved, but I can't help but compare it to what I'm doing and what I'm experiencing, and going, well, I still wouldn't want to do that even if I'd earned that money, because this is fulfilling. This is kind of more me. This is more like what I want to do. So it's not the money. I know it sounds cliche, and people say like, it's not about the money, but at the same time, it's just like when you really find something that you love, nothing else is important. The rest is, obviously we want to make money. Obviously we want that lavish lifestyle. We want to do all of these outlandish things, but it's not my priority to just earn so much money and that's it. Like, that's not the priority. There's like a bigger mission here.
But you know what? I never understood that until now.
That's what I'm saying.
I never got that.
You don't.
I never.
This moment now, or
no, during the pod.
All right.
Especially as it went on.
Right. Okay.
Especially, I'd probably say within the last 6 months.
I was a bit worried if you meant that.
Yeah, I've only just realised.
I was thinking, what the fuck?
After that Bing Tang, the pennies dropped.
Tell me then, boys. Yeah, we've been here a week. What's been your most favourite part of Bali so far?
Oh, favourite part.
Do you know what? I haven't really had one because I've been so stressed out.
Or maybe something
I had like a pinnacle moment.
Or something that stood out most for me was when we was in Fins and the amount of Australian people.
You took the.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was lining myself up to say it.
The amount of Australian people, because I knew we had people that followed us in Australia, but I mean, we had women coming up to us being like, "You guys are that podcast,"
crazy,
and I was like, "You're Australian." They're like, "Yeah, we watch it."
Hey, sick. Like, you're the Ratley boys.
You're the Ratley boys, sick. I
was like,
shout out to all the Australians, by the way. We love you.
You're legends, man.
We're gonna come and see you boys as well when we hit Australia in March.
They all got hair like Mason now. Turn around and show them, mate.
Show them the mullet.
That's not a mullet, bro.
Well, it's a baby mullet.
On, mate.
He's like a B-Tech George Heaton, isn't it? I know
I'll take that.
That's
he's not going to shake you, mate.
I'll get a photo of him, though.
Excited. That is a look you was going
that
for.
was...
that was cool.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was half expecting it. I'm not saying in an arrogant way, but like from the analytics and the comments and the DMs we get off Australians, I was kind of half expecting that to happen. So...
But it's surreal.
It's still surreal.
Yeah, it's surreal.
Because we're on the other side of the planet. Yeah. But I knew that we're not going to get English people coming up to us out here, are we? Because there's hardly any English. There is English, but I mean hardly compared to Australian. So if our second audience is Australians and we always have Australians in our DMs.
Can you just deep that for a second? Like, you're saying your second biggest audience is on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, bro. Like, when you wake up, they're sleeping. When they're sleeping, you wake up. Like, what is the hour difference between
12 hours?
It's a lot.
Or 10.
Like, to me, that's mental.
Gentle.
Like, gentle lentil.
Gentle lentil, chicken
Gentle.
oriented. Gentle.
Gentle.
Fair play to
Fair play to Gentle.
Big fan of your work.
I'm a very big fan of your work.
And your mates' work.
All of your mates' work.
Yeah. Do they know about Gentle?
No one knows about Gentle.
The early viewers will know about Gentle.
No, go on. No one knows.
Well, you tell them.
Yeah, you tell them. It's your story that we bumped into her.
No, don't expose her like that.
No, okay, fair
There's no
enough.
need to. There's no need to do
What am I
that.
meant to say? Like,
There's no need to.
Gentle lentil.
I'm sure the boys will get the picture.
No,
Gentle.
don't do that to her. It's not fair.
Gentle.
Gentle.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something to you. But
You can say it. Say it. Say your chest, bro.
Oh, nothing I need to say. What she got chopped on that. Her mates were nice.
Her mates were lovely.
Do you like playing Pass the Parcel?
I love the Indian Ocean.
That's a good game.
That's a great game.
Yeah,
swimming in the Indian Ocean, playing past the
In
parcel.
the ocean, yeah, like you know when you just swim in it gently.
Yeah, gentle.
Gentle. You just pass the parcel.
Pass the parcel.
Hanging.
In the Indian Ocean.
That night was so funny, bro. I just turned around to him and I was like, everywhere we go, we just end up spawning into this.
It's fucked. I know.
We
it's
didn't even
crazy.
try even. We just sat in our own bed eating our pizza and drinking our drink, and just loads of rattling just spawned in.
Yeah, I know, mate. Everyone landed on their feet that night. I mean, nearly everyone. So it was a good night.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Oh, sake.
I was a saving that.
Yeah, nice one.
Nice weather.
Let's shout out to the Australians. Back to what we were saying.
Aussie
Shout out to
boys.
Australia. I love you, Aussie
Big
boys.
love.
Big love
Can't
to
wait
you.
to go there, man.
Yeah, I'm buzzing to go there now.
I'm buzzing to go.
I'm buzzing to do what I'm buzzing to do what
That's us shouting. Don't worry, it's still
I'm
recording.
buzzing to do what Giorgio said for all our birthdays and stuff. That'll be lit.
Yeah. What did he say?
When I was on FaceTime with G, just before we got out here, he was saying that he wants to take us to White Sands. I've never heard of it before. Place called White Sands. I'm pretty sure it's on the Gold Coast.
Nice.
And we want to go skydiving over the White Sands.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Bruv, it is just.
Bruv, you won't
literally-
get into an ice bath. That doesn't surprise me,
Yeah,
you
no.
big pussy.
That is
Well, him.
literally
Yeah.
just pure
Jumping
white
out of a
island.
plane, yeah.
And he's like, Mace, he's like, it's all of our 30ths, all the boys are there. He's like, we're going to. I was like, bruv, you have never got to ask me twice to do a skydive. I've always wanted to do it. I was like, there's nowhere else in the world or who I'd rather be doing a skydive with on my 30th with all my best boys over the White Sands on the Gold Coast.
Well, that's serious content as well.
There's a lot on the line.
I'm fucking.
Should we try and do a podcast in midair? yeah.
Stick the GoPro
Why
to
women
the
need to have low body counts in the midair? Like,
First podcast we there.
27,000 feet. First podcast to discuss body counts in the air. Cool.
I'll tell you what, yeah, for anyone listening to this, anyone, boy or girl, I don't care where you are in the world,
Yeah, mate, what was that? It's like a machine gun sneeze.
like Dan shitting himself the other night.
Fucking Joey, that sound like fucking diesel engines.
We actually haven't spoke about that. I know I'm going to cut you off, but we haven't spoken about that. Nearly everyone in the camp, apart from me and Ozzy, had Bali belly.
It was rough,
Well, I
man.
don't know if I had Bali
Ozzy's
belly.
been
I
ill,
was just
but
very,
not Bali
I was
belly.
very
Ill,
ill.
that's about it.
I don't think I didn't throw up.
Well, that means I'm the only one that hasn't got ill then.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
I'm coughing.
Yeah.
You can't avoid Bali belly. You can't avoid getting ill out here. That's
That was a rough 24
That's
hours.
a reality. Mason was Dan was Joey was double.
Check out the real guy.
You were set in your.
How long did we sleep for? You had 16 hours, me and Dan. We had a kit. We were just, both of us were mangled.
Can't really say what Dan did in that room, can we?
Can he shit his pants?
Bro said he farted. He just woke up.
I was half awake, yeah. Me and him were up all night. Dan's a big snorer. So he wakes me up every now and again. And next thing you know, all I've heard like a belly rumble. I'm going, and I went, and I was like, I think he just shit himself. And literally, Dan's got up out of bed, he's gone, he's got up out of bed. God, I've just watched him go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, I've heard the shower come on. And then he come back in, he's like, he's like, it woke me up. I was like, oh, lucky, I was already awake, man.
Imagine you didn't wake up and he just fell asleep.
Oh,
with that.
bruv. Fucking hell. We couldn't stop, me and him could not stop laughing, man.
chucking up.
Oh, it was so funny, bruv.
Lucky didn't go on the wall, mate.
Lucky he didn't spray paint the wall.
You don't sleep naked, mate. Fucking hell.
Dirty git.
But Bali belly's no joke, boys.
It is.
There's no
Yeah.
joke, nah. But luckily, touch wood, it should only be for about 24 hours if you get it. So if you get it, ride it out, let it all come out of you, stay in bed, 24 hours, you should be good to go.
I've heard people go blind from Bali belly.
I said blinds.
Only temporarily.
Yeah, but I've heard people, go blind from too much wanking. Do you know what I mean?
That's not true.
Keep walking into stuff. It's doing like,
That's not true. I've never got blind.
I got 20/20 vision,
I
mate.
got 22. I see everything clearly, thank you.
Except when my boys cheat.
Three blind mice.
Yeah.
No.
They weren't there.
What? My friend doing that? He
No.
he was at church that night.
I dropped him off.
I dropped him off the church.
We have to do that prank, by the way. Go outside and pretend to someone that
The blind one.
No. Like you're with a girl, so like you pretend like she's your missus, and you just go up to a random stranger and see if they'll like firm it, and you be like, bro, like I was with you yesterday, weren't I? Like,
Oh, that, yeah, I'll do it. That's
I'm not with
funny,
you.
bruv. That's funny.
We could do it.
You can do it in a club.
We could do it with Maddie.
Yeah, you could do it, man. Yeah. Wait, bro, I was with you last time. She thinks I was with someone else. Like, I was with you, weren't I, bro?
You'd be like, yeah, bro, you got to firm it.
Yeah,
100%.
fair. We should do that, definitely.
Fair play to you.
But to avoid getting ill, like for these people out there, just check reviews on restaurants and stuff, man. Like, I mean,
Don't order a lamb curry.
don't order a lamb curry.
Why would a lamb biryani?
I mean, like,
It was like lamb and rice. That was
you
it.
said the reviews weren't nice.
I picked the lamb out and I said to Dan, I was like, is that all right to eat? He was like,
Really?
I didn't eat it though. I didn't eat it.
We
I
haven't
picked it
really
out.
eaten from anywhere bad either, though. To be fair,
Nah,
apart
well,
from
what-
that little Italian guy.
Yeah,
No,
and
Italian guy
even
we should've
Joey was
gone to,
like,
really.
this food feels rushed.
Yeah, and then he was so violently ill.
Yeah.
Joey got it bad.
Oh,
Joey
yeah.
was hooked up to an IV.
Do you reckon that was that food, or do you reckon that food was just a bit? Like, there's the difference between like
I think-
not nicely cooked food and to actually eating food that's.
I
gonna
think
make
he's
you
got a
ill.
weak stomach anyway.
Yeah, bro. It's a
Joey
new
does.
system.
Well, I don't think he's travelled. Like, remember, we've travelled everywhere.
Yeah.
He's been sheltered his whole life. He hasn't really travelled. But the geezer's been
Picked
ill.
him up from the shelter.
The geezer's been ill 3 times, bro. He looks at food, he gets ill.
Looks ill anyway.
Looks ill anyway. He's a sunbed, isn't it?
But yeah, just like pick carefully. Don't eat street food.
Yeah.
Like just don't eat anything you look at it and think, do you know what? That just doesn't look right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just don't eat it.
Don't put your hands in your mouth.
Yeah, don't drink.
Don't touch the money.
Yeah, don't drink the tap water.
Yeah.
Don't leave your bedroom.
Yeah. Stay in your villa. Don't go out.
Don't come Bali.
Don't sleep with Dan.
Don't sleep with Dan.
I'm like elbowing him as hard as I possibly can. Like,
It sounds like Dan-
wake up. He's like,
Constantly gargling Listerine.
Wait, boys, we have to mention one thing.
what?
The Ratleys in that gym.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I've never seen so
I'm
many
gonna give him a
weapons.
shout out. I was Obsidian Gym in Bali, Canggu. Oh my goodness,
Yeah, phenomenal.
Like, boys, I've been to the Lloyd. I've seen things, and I probably dropped half of them. Cheers, girls. But the point of the matter is, I've never seen that many girls in a gym in my life, bro. I did not know what
in
to
a
do with
small
myself.
gym as well.
They are all unbelievable.
All of them.
They're not just fit, they're fucking unreal.
Yeah,
man.
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Like supermodel. Like
Yeah.
made in the lab.
And from all over the world as well.
Yeah.
You put a kid in half of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that blonde thing you guys pointed out on the treadmill. I
Oh my
had to
God.
basically drag an Aussie out of the gym, mate. Like, he's like, I want to go back. I want to go back. I was like, Aussie, bro. She's like, you can't even get near her. It's like, I'm waiting for a treadmill. I'm waiting.
He actually was like that as well.
was
He
unbelievable.
was made
yeah.
in a lab, bro.
He come home and he kept talking about it. I was like, brother, do something about it. It's like,
I couldn't. There was 2 treadmills next to her taken, bro. Like, it's got to be a right moment to speak.
I
to
agree.
her
I
in the
agree.
gym.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah, Obsidian
Made
Gym has
in a
got
lab.
elite things, man.
It's a good gym as well. Like,
a great gym,
Aside
yeah.
from that, like the gyms out here are generally very good.
Very good,
Yeah.
yeah. Very good.
Talking of Ratleys though, like we was having this conversation. Obviously, like the way we are with girls, like we're very, very forward, and the things that we say are very outrageous. European game is going to be very different to UK game.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Europeans out here.
Aussies get our banter though.
Aussies get it.
Aussies get
they
it.
do.
Yeah, Aussies get it.
They go like a 3-legged dog.
Yeah.
Don't they?
1.5.
It's like they've got no balance, mate.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do get
Yeah,
it.
they
like-
do. As we know.
Yeah, as we know.
Anyway, the point is, I reckon it's going to be a very different game to the Europeans out here.
Yeah, the Europeans are hard of the cracks. They don't get the banter. You say some mad stuff like, I'll bend you up like a pretzel. They look
Yeah,
at
you
you.
Nah,
it's like,
they wouldn't-
you say
they
it to
wouldn't
them
get
when you're
that.
in Ibiza and I bet they don't get it.
Nah, they
They're
wouldn't.
Like, what? I'm sorry, I mean not understanding. Like, do you live here?
Do you live here? Nah, you just got to be a little bit more charming in a certain way.
Yeah.
We
Like,
need
like
to-
Luke.
Like Luke. I was about to say
the word
like
out
Luke.
my mouth.
Like
Yeah,
the
that-
German
that would
destroyer.
work. Your eyes are like the stars. I get lost in them.
He's Russian now, is he?
I didn't know he's Welsh.
That is the type of game you got to drop. We should definitely film that as well.
What,
Yeah,
dropping
give it a go.
European games?
Dropping European game compared to
That would be
UK
a very
game.
different type of charm for us.
Let's do it. I'm game.
Let them know as well, guys. We bought Ray-Ban glasses that gives you POV
yeah.
view. So we can put these on and actually speak to Rattley, so you can see us in real time actually how we speak to them. There is a little
Yeah,
flash
wow.
on there, so
I don't know how we get around that.
as long as we don't get clocked, but if they do, I might just sound blind in this eye, so I need the flash to help me.
I think once I've had a drink, I don't think you're going to clock that once girls have had
Yeah, it depends
people
on the
have had a drink,
environment. It depends if
Should we
you
try
do,
them out tonight?
I don't think it's the right
think
one.
that's
It's too dark.
No, I'm not saying like like try and get footage, just try them out, see how much.
I don't think
I don't think
night time's a
times.
good idea.
Yeah, I don't think night
That's
times.
the only thing that lets it down. It is the little flash that pops up. If it wasn't,
You'd have thought they should have covered that.
No, they've done it on purpose to let the person know you're recording.
yes, it's like
Can we get a fucking?
We tried.
I tried.
tip?
It doesn't work.
It says the flash is being blocked.
No.
Yeah.
They won't let you record.
When you pervert, where's the consent? I was like, oh shit, took the glasses back up, but they're sick glasses.
Didn't we use them?
They are cool.
Yeah, you tried to.
No, we got some PIV the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Fucking hell. Yeah, me and Ellis got some.
I'm leaving
PIV.
him with something.
I'm leaving it
Me
with
and Ellis got some
something.
PIV as well from your window.
I'm gonna say I
I've
don't
not
care.
seen that footage.
I'll show you.
So other night he's put it on, yeah.
Oh,
and
mate.
he's sitting in the room and he's with these glasses on, and we've got these two Ratleys in there, and he's obviously like just like they knew what it was, like they knew it was on his face. So she's taken it off and put it on, and then he's forgotten, and she's gone to kiss. Oh, he's gone to kiss her,
And it's such
and
an
you just
awkward
see
view.
him.
You
Like,
see me, guys.
you see his tonsils and shit. It's so
It made me cringe. I was like, is that what I look like when I'm drunk? Yeah, come here.
so funny.
Oh, I'm just baiting myself up on the internet. I've lost all my UK things now. I'm sorry, I was drunk, okay?
Can we insert that video in?
What?
Can we insert that video into the pod?
No one's seeing that.
Can we clip it to the pod?
No one's seeing that. I might
Why?
delete it for you lot.
No, don't delete it.
No, 'cause you.
There's nothing wrong with decorum.
What? No, I've just been honest. I did it. I don't care.
Don't delete it though. We've got to keep that.
No, it's quite
That's
funny,
for the
bro.
memes.
How dare you tell me what I
No,
can
I'm telling you, we've got to keep it.
I want to watch it.
For the memes, we keep it for the memes.
Yeah.
Why are you fighting on our
dirty-
first pod in Bali?
Bali belly.
You are filthy
I
Hayvan, do you know that?
Picha Malako in my Bali belly.
Dirty fucker.
Right, let's wrap it up.
Cool.
We've
Right.
got a night out now.
What I want to say to everyone and anyone and everyone watching this, yeah, I don't care who you are, where you're from, where you're watching this, what your background is, nothing. I tell you what, if you have, going off the back of what the boys were saying, if you have something that you are passionate about, that you want to start, that you want to create, that you want to get going off the ground, that you have an idea about, fuck everything else off and go for it 110%. Like, I know we preach about starting now and don't worry about the new year. We're in the new year now, so treat it as a clean slate. If you've got a vision, you've got a goal, go after it, because I tell you what, living with the pain of regret of becoming an 80-year-old man or woman and looking back and thinking, do you know what? What if I'd have just give it a go will kill you more than giving something a go and it not working out, because at least you can turn around and say, do you know what? Whilst I was on that journey, fucking good time.
And you learnt
And I learned myself about the world and about people. So if there's anything that I can stress enough from four boys coming from four working backgrounds, from corporate jobs to running businesses to whatever else we've been involved in, is we've given it all up to go and chase something that we have thankfully found an absolute passion for. So if you too have something that you want to go after, please take it from us and go after it with 110%, because I promise you the end result will be worth it.
And also along the journey as well.
Yeah, amen.
Because these people ain't going to pay your bills, and these people can build your life for you.
Imagine if we'd listened.
Imagine if we listen to everyone that DM does, everyone that's through shade.
Yeah.
While they're at home freezing their nuts off, working their jobs now, that hated on us from day one. Don't listen to anyone, boys. It's fuck everyone else. Do it for you and do it for your family always.
Facts.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers,
Amen.
boys.
Cheers, boys.
Let's go up.
Let's go get.
If you're new around here, I don't know why you are, but if you are new around here, like, subscribe.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
Join the right side and we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.